This is a matchup we've been waiting for. Conference rivals who don't like each other very much, and heightened intensity here because both teams come in ranked in the top 10. Welcome to Athens, Georgia. We are between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's Bulldogs will kick this away to get us going. He's going to return it from deep in the end. Loses the football. The scramble is on. Oh, the fumble recovered by the return team as they avoid a special teams disaster on the opening kickoff.
Oh, boy. The kick returner catches a break. His teammate was able to recognize the ball on the ground and immediately made a heads-up play to get on top of it.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. The Texas and Georgia pass rush just got after Texas. Hard-fought close win, and then the rematch for the SEC championship game. Another game where Georgia just made enough plays, Kirk, to win.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a great matchup every single time these teams get together in the SEC. Having Texas with their tradition, what Sark's doing with that program, obviously what Kirby's doing with Georgia. That's one of those matchups every single year when they're up on the calendar. You circle it. 2 great games last year. Georgia finding a way to get it done both times. You got to believe that Sark and Texas looking for payback.
Early in this season, Kirk, I think you can sense both these teams realize there's a lot to play for, a lot at stake for their seasons, and they're just kind of settling into this game.
Oh, just look at the atmosphere today. It's almost playoff-like out there. Both these teams understand what a win could do for them, and the intensity is jacked up out on the field.
Looking for his big tight end, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. To throw, it's Manning. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The Longhorns lining up here on 1st and 10. A quick throw out left, complete. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Both teams sort of sparring in the early going. What we expect to be a really competitive top 10 showdown here in midseason.
Yeah, midseason games like this are so exciting because you think you know who these teams are, and after today, we'll have a much better. Great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the 1st down.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Here's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Looking for a gap. It's Baxter. And brought down at the line by that big defensive tackle.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Play number 10 of the opening drive. Can he keep it going here on 3rd and long? Dropping back. It's Manning. Intercepted. Picked off by the defense. Short return tackle made at the 27. A crucial takeaway.
Hey, these guys have been giving up some plays. I mean, this offense looked pretty good. They're moving the ball, but they get them to third down. They get pressure on the quarterback. The quarterback panics, puts that ball into coverage, and this defense comes up with that big interception.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Caught over the middle. It's Frazier. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Important second down play coming up. They'll run it here. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
The tight end makes the catch downfield. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41.
Boy, nice pickup there, Chris. We'll have to see if this defense stays in man coverage after giving up another big play.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. And the quarterback dropping back. He finds his man.
Well, we're just getting started here, and already you can feel a rhythm between the quarterback and the receiver. Nice job again getting back in the pocket, making a nice, accurate throw to one of his top targets.
That completion makes it second and medium. Takes the handoff. It's Frazier. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Grab down the middle. It's Humphreys. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. But I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
He fights in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread and throwing the football and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. It'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Looking to throw. It's Manning. Turns it loose downfield. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. Just what they wanted. You got a chance to make a huge play. Everybody does their job. Great route. Quarterback puts it right on the money, and he just drops it.
2nd and 10 after the incompletion. Let's see what they can create here now to avoid a 3rd and long. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? The sure hands. It's Moore. Defense will wrap him up after an 8-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Downfield and incomplete. A 4th down stop.
Well, this is exactly what can happen when you're overly aggressive and things go bad. And I get it when it's late in the game and you're trying to climb back into it. But to have a turnover on downs now, man, this one could hurt you.
The offensive coordinator's got to love this starting field position. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Receiver makes the catch. That's a nice game to move the sticks here as time runs out in the 1st quarter. Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period.
Georgia 7, Texas 0.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Quarterback making some changes at the line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking to the end zone. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Really good job here showing this. Make that an incompletion.
After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Looking for 6. Oh, that one's picked off. Could take it all the way. The pick and then that return.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Slams right into a wall. They got it for a loss.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense.
They trap him for a sack.
Well, if you're going to be able to play in the SEC and be a dominant team, you have to have defensive linemen like this right here. We've seen that from Georgia over the years. They've been incredibly blessed to have defensive linemen that can hold up against the run, also have the ability to do this right here, which is pressure the quarterback and come up with those sacks.
To bring him down short of the marker, and now it's going to be 4th down.
Chris, the advantage there obviously was with the defense on 3rd down and long. And they do a good job at taking away things downfield, but, man, you got to account for the quarterback taking off and running. Nobody does, so he gets big yards, and now
it's a fake, looking for an open man. On the run here, lets it go. And the pass is caught off the fake, but can he get there?
Wow, how about that one, Chris? I really thought the up man was going to take off and run, but instead he throws it and fools everybody.
Longhorns with 1st and 10 here. And there's the handoff. And the Soft are able to bring him down quickly.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the 1st down.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? There's the handoff. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
To throw, it's Manning. Looking for the wideout. Catch is made. Room to run here. Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Looking downfield near the end zone. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. And it's a solid return after the interception.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. The sure hands, it's Frazier. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. Quarterback had time to look around the entire defense, and just as he's about to get hit, able to check it down to the running back, and look at the big gain. Good job by the quarterback.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Quick throw to his receiver. He's wide open. Look out. They make the tackle, but not before he reaches the 37.
What a huge play for this offense as this half is coming to a close. Here's where you've got to get a little greedy, because what seemed like a drive where you're happy to maybe come up with 3 points, now you've got a real shot to maybe put the ball in the end zone.
So quickly, with one explosive play, this offense has moved inside the opponent's 40. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Second down after that run on the previous play. Play action, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. Escapes the pocket. He'll avoid the sack, but is brought down after a short gain.
Well, I always want to see quarterbacks try to pick up some additional yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have got to stay in the game and stay on the field. He's got to be careful out there.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Third down, out of the shotgun. The receiver grabs it. Now play more than enough for a first down. Sets him up at the 24. The Bulldogs looking to use the up-tempo offense here. First down. Looking to throw the football. On the move now. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Dogs looking to cash in the red zone. Second down, looking to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. He escapes the pocket. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. It's incomplete. The defense rises up and gets the stop against this very efficient third down offense.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So no field goal try here. Coach keeps the offense on the field to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And it's broken up nicely. A defensive stop and a turnover on downs.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
Dropping back. It's Manning. Throws it to the right. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Who makes the grab? They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. He's looking to throw. Catch hauled in here over the middle. And he's blood down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Solid gain on the play there, wiped out by the penalty flag. Time ticking away. Time for just 1 more play before halftime. Here's the snap, looking to throw. A deep shot to the left side. First half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Longhorns will kick this away to get the second half going. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Georgia offense is back out on the field. The passing game very hard to stop in the first half. Let's see if they can begin to feature the run game here. Looking to scramble now. And he'll scoot out of bounds after a short gain. Not enough for the 1st down.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in a run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pulls it in. It's Branch. He has 1st down yardage at the 46.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
Caught over the middle. It's Frazier.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Pass caught. 2nd down now. Looking to chuck it again. Short pass finds the tight end. Now here he goes. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown. Dogs. That's a crucial touchdown for the offense padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. It'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Longhorns offense takes the field. Dropping back, it's Manning. Moves out of the pocket. He lets it go on the move. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Now the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
Running with purpose.
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Let's take a deep shot here. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. Returner decides to fair catch this. Georgia offense is back out on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
They'll hand it off. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Crucial 3rd down play coming up. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here.
Georgia.
Important 3rd down play coming up. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Grab down the middle. It's Branch. Able to convert on 3rd. Sets him up now. 1st down to the 22.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Penalty makes it 1st and long. On the run, it's Frazier. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Deep shot toward the end zone. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted. Take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
Offense facing 3rd down after the incompletion. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Close to the tight end. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB. Touchdown!
this. The big man goes up, shows his skills to come up with that interception, and then the athletic ability to run it back for a touchdown. The big guy can move.
Attack on the PAT, and it's 21-0. From deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. They're going to run the option. Oh, and a fumble here. Can you believe it?
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Should be the last play of the quarter coming up. QB bootlegs here. And it's incomplete. What is the final play of this period? And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. It's an out route. The catch made. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. The Dogs come to the line in the hurry-up. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Shotgun formation here on third down. Makes the grab, a chance to score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. This offense is still clicking. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kirk.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. The fumble the last time out, symbolizing their struggles here today. That's why they're in a big hole. The back's got it on the pitch. He shreds the tackle. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris has just really been the story of the game. This defense has completely eliminated this offense's ability to run the football, made them one-dimensional, and that's why they haven't been able to put many points on the board.
They're going backwards to open up this drive after the loss, second down and 15. Grabbed by the receiver. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. The offense now facing a third and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. And the completion made. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down. The tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength. Longhorns come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Taking a shot deep down the right side. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
Love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
After the PAT, they trail 28-7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the kick is a squib kick, taken by one of the up men. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Leaning on the run game here late. In the clear at the 25. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He'll hand it off. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Humphries. They make the tackle, but not before he reaches the 37.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
On the run, it's Frazier. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. Been a really productive drive, but the loss there now makes it 2nd and 12. They'll try the option play here. Pitch to the back. Breaks into open space. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. Can they convert on 3rd down and keep this drive rolling?
Get set, get set.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Frazier. Will not be brought down. That should be enough to secure an upset, at least according to the rankings. This team said, we don't feel like underdogs. We're out here to prove a point, and they have made the plays to get the W today.
I think anybody who's around this football team thought they had a shot, even though they were an underdog today, and they certainly lived up to that. Today was kind of that early playoff type of atmosphere, and this performance should put the rest of the top 10 on notice.
Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
There's great discipline by this defense. Assignment football at its finest. They're able to string the quarterback out, shut him down to prevent the first down.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And it's caught. Touchdown. Dogs.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. They stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Receiver makes the grab. Defense shoves it out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Of course, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job in space. And a big part of the reason that they have such a big...
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking deep for late game heroics. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.